We'll start with D-line. Biggest names on each team. Haloti Ngata for Baltimore. Justin Smith for the San Francisco 49ers. Those would be your two biggest names on the defensive side of the ball.
I would disagree. I think Kruger means more to them than Ngata at this point.
I thought we were talking about D-line.
Yeah, Kruger's a D-line.
No, he's an outside linebacker.
Are you sure? I thought he was a D-end.
Kruger and Suggs are their outside linebackers.
I thought he was a D-end.
Nope. Hey, sorry to disappoint.
Do you have it up there?
Uh-huh.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Paul Kruger, number 99, linebacker, 26 years old, 6'4", 270.
All right.
Boom! Yeah, Kruger, outside linebacker. So we'll get to him shortly.
Well, I know he's their best pass rusher. That's why I kind of lumped him in there.
Especially with the injury to Suggs. But a guy you're a big fan of, Terrence Cody, also another D lineman on Baltimore.
Yeah, but he plays the same position as Ngata.
No, he doesn't.
Terrence Cody's a nose tackle.
And not as a D tackle. And 3-4 D tackles slide to the end.
Oh.
You're a 4-3 guy. I know.
I'm a 4-3 guy.
I'm a 3-4 guy, which I now have to make the transition to 4-3. But whole nother story for a whole nother day. And we actually covered it already. So whatever. But they got some big names, dude. Some big dudes. I'm just going to run through a couple of the weight markers for some of these guys. 345. 341.
For who? You got to give some names.
Oh, Kimiotu. Not sure if I'm saying that the right way. I'm sorry. Nose tackle, 345. Terrence Cody, nose tackle, 341. Haloti Ngata, D tackle, 340. Ryan McBean, 305. He's a D tackle. And you also got D'Angelo Tyson, 310. He's a D tackle. Arthur Jones, DN, 315 pounds. He's a defensive end. They got some big dudes.
Yeah, but the problem is, when you're that size, it usually reflects in the speed. And when you're playing a team that plays a read or zone option, however you want to say it.
I forgot to loop it.
Yeah.
That's my bad. Go ahead. Keep going. My
Threw
fault.
me off there when voices jumped in my
I
head.
completely understand.
Threw me off completely.
My bad.
Anyway.
It takes away from their speed.
It does.
Going against a read option team. And you were saying.
And, Kaepernick loves to get to the outside. Now, you have aging guy in Ray Lewis. You have, not that we want to get into linebackers, but I'm just getting into that next level of guys because obviously they're going to be able to get outside of these big, hefty 340-pound men. Kaepernick will just run circles around these guys. So when Kaepernick gets around the end, is it going to be Suggs and his bad Achilles that's going to stop him? Is it going to be Ray Lewis and his 17-year-old body with deer antler spray who's going to get to him? Who's going to stop this rushing attack? And when you have linemen that big, you don't have the versatility. Where I look at the other side of the ball and you look at a team like the 49ers, and the 49ers with Justin Smith and Aldon Smith could run. That man's athletic.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He reminds me of Pierre Paul.
It's not like you have... If you would have had the 49ers D playing for the Ravens... I mean, personally, I like the 49ers defense better. Or their D-line, I should say, better.
The 49ers defense actually reminds me of when the Ravens was... like, I'd say about 5 years ago Ravens. Like 6 years ago Ravens. Not that tenacious 2000 D, but about 5-6 years ago Ravens, when everybody on that team was young, flying all over the place, and just, But when I look at these defensive lines, I know exactly what you're trying to say. I completely actually agree with what you're trying to say. Those huge men are not going to be chasing down Colin Kaepernick. Let's be serious here. But when it comes down to doing what their job is in a 3-4 scheme, their job is to eat up blockers. When you look at San Francisco, you've got Ray McDonald, D tackle, 285. Isaac Sopoaga at 330 pounds. You got Justin Smith with a bad arm, 285. They've got the same type of men to play defensive line because they run a very similar defensive scheme. when it comes down to guys that can make plays, and we are talking strictly defensive line, I have to take Baltimore, though. Justin Smith, if he's 100% healthy, versus Haloti Ngata at 100% healthy, you may see me change my decision. But Justin Smith is not 100% healthy. Even with the bye week in between the NFC Championship game and the Super Bowl, he is not 100% healthy. Since he's been injured, Aldon Smith has 0 sacks. All this correlates into why I think Baltimore's D-line is better. They will eat up blocks, which will open up holes for the linebackers to get through. Problem is, even if those holes are there, is anybody on Baltimore's linebacking core athletic enough to catch Kaepernick? So I like Baltimore's defensive line better. You like San Francisco's defensive line better.